We got you covered.
Trust and believe that we most definitely have you covered on Keith and Gets Radio. Once more again, welcome to the show. It is The Invasion. And looking at time, it is exactly 56 minutes after the hour of 12, and we are left with about 3.5 minutes till we cross over towards the first hour. Well, guess what? I did mention yesterday that we would be having a special guest coming in today, and thank goodness that he is here in studio, because one thing I was actually running away was from a telephonic interview, because I wanted us to actually see you live in studio. But ladies and gentlemen, just a quick one. We are going to be in conversation with the NEMSA CEO, Mr. TREVOR, and also as part of celebrating Women's Month, NEMSA will be partnering with the East London-based Cortex Hub to roll out media training to Mzokanyo High School learners. Ilapake Edaken Village, Mzokanyo, which is in South Africa, in the Eastern Cape. When we talk about the Eastern Cape, we say this is the home of the legends. Without wasting any further time, I do welcome you to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm excited to be here, and greetings to the listeners.
Oh, thank you so much. Mr. Trevor, first things first, I want you to quickly unpack for us what NEMSA is doing exactly.
Thank you. Yeah, so NEMSA, in full, the name of the organization is the National Electronic Media Institute of South Africa. This is an entity of the Department of Communications and Digital Technology. So it's a government entity, and we are a training institute. Our mandate, or what we do, is to make sure that we build talent, or we produce talent and skills. Obviously targeting the youth, women, people in rural areas, in townships, to expose them to creative media skills, which include your radio, your television, content production, animation, and others. But also, we are also big in the space of digital skills as well. We've been mandated to develop digital skills for South Africans. And it's a very exciting mandate. The digital skills range from the very basic entry-level skills like your digital literacy, since we know that the country is experiencing a big digital divide.
That is true.
Where many people are just left outside. So we're trying to close that gap. And then we have more specialized trainings, which are more advanced in various areas.
Perfect. I think one big question that we all have at this moment is, why did you specifically pick Mzokanyo High School?
That's been a question all the time. So what I can say is that we've been partnering with Cortex Hub, which is one of the leading hubs in terms of technology and training, content development, film making in the Eastern Cape, based here in East London. We've partnered with them before, and they highlighted the need to go to that school. They identified the school, actually, and asked us to come and partner with them. And that's when we jumped in to say we would like to be part of this. So it was really something that was led by the Cortex Hub itself in identifying the school. And we hope that they can lead us to more schools in the future.
Amazing. I think one thing I'm really excited about is I wish I could actually just leave the show and quickly go see what is happening at Mzokanyo, because I do believe that straight after the interview you will be going over there. But just before we even going to be closing this interview, because I do understand it's almost 1 o'clock, one of the reasons that also we want to find out, what other skills are you going to be offering?
Yeah, so it's exciting that we will be introducing these young people to content development.
Okay.
That's the critical one that I must mention. And we will be doing a course for them in digital photography.
Oh, lovely.
And and as part of that, they'll be taught how to, develop and start a project of that nature, as well as analyzing the content or available context within which they want to produce the story, and then that they be able to package the story, edit it, and eventually have a final product that is attractive to a listener or a viewer.
You know, one thing I really hope is that all the learners that are actually going to be benefiting from this training that is going to be taking place, I'm ready to see them the next 10, 20 years pointing out, saying that, Mr. Trevor, do you still recall coming to Mzokanyo? Look where we are at this moment. I just really hope that it is going to be for the better. Also, just before I let you go, one message for us for Women's Month.
Wow, indeed, it's Women's Month. My message is that let's not stop after the end of the month. We should prioritize women's development throughout the year. We need to fight hard in our little corners. Wherever you are, let's make a difference and make sure that we advance our women. We know that once they are advanced, they'll take us along. Our nation will be powerful and strong.
Because one thing about us as women, we are powerful, especially when we work together and we are united. Last words from you, Mr. Trevor, then we'll let you go.
Thank you very much. So I'm appreciative of this. For young people, there's a lot of opportunities. Please don't give up wherever you are, because new industries are emerging. Technology is bringing a lot of opportunities, including even this content development. We always consume content on YouTube and on other platforms, on television. Let's create it. Let's become the creators. And that we no longer become consumers, but the creators. And we make money out of it for ourselves and participate in the economy of South Africa and the globe more meaningfully.
Amazing. Kuweke mphulaphula bangabake nawo sonokuthi qanga xesha ithe kanti uqhanyezelo wayiphosa kodwa it's still going to be on our YouTube as well as our Facebook page, and also don't forget to share so that nabanye bazokuva bangabake besincokola ngantoni na. Namhlanje enkqubeni we were in conversation with the National Electronic Media Institute of South Africa CEO Mr. TREVOR RAMMITLWA ezosixelela bangabake bazawuyaphi ngoku besiyeke emzokhanyo. Bangabake nawe ke mzali ukhona, please go pop in uqobe bangabake kwenzeka ntoni na. It has been stated bangabake imzokhanyo High School all girls choir ke buthwa ke they recently came second at the National Schools Choir. Imagine our women. One thing about us, one thing, see what I've been mentioning, when we are together as women, we make things happen. Thank you so much, man, for joining us, Mr. RAMMITLWA. Ladies and gentlemen, looking at time, it is exactly 2 minutes after the hour of 1, and we are looking at exactly 57 till we take it to the top of the